Hello YouTube, today we're going to do an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S25, the newest Galaxy phone from Samsung. Once again, I get one new open box. Unfortunately, it took me a long time to get to this video because the post office gave me a lot of trouble and it took like 3 attempts or something ridiculous to ship it to me. So thank you, post office, you're amazing. I could have gotten this phone like a month and a half ago when it first came out, and here I am, still just got it. So here it is. Inside the box, you get the cable and the little instruction guide. This is a very well put together packaging. So you got the SIM card tool, the paperwork, and the cable all in this nice little put together paper packaging. And it has the spot for the camera cut out right here. So with the S25, we get these new bigger camera rings. They look pretty nice. I got the phone in the shadow, they call this. So it's more of a blue, but they call it shadow. It looks really nice. I really like this color. It's a very brilliant blue, a color like this that was not available on the S24. The S24's models were more subtle. They had a pale gray, a pale green, and a tan and a darker gray color, but nothing that like looked like this. This is very nice. It does show fingerprints, but it's not super obvious. These camera rings are just these fancier, thicker metal frames so that it looks bigger, but the cameras are identical to the year before. We're going to go ahead and turn the volume up for the screen peel away. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and power this on. These boxes for the Samsung seem to keep getting thinner and thinner. Oh, this is really nice. Very thin bezels. It's a very light phone. It's really nice because everything can be done from the center here. You can get to apps tray by swiping up, and you can swipe down and left and right to get to this, so you don't have to like readjust your grip and reach up to pull from the corner. So that's really nice. I did like that about Samsung. You can just pull down from an easy, convenient place to grab it and swipe back and forth. The SIM tray slot is down here at the bottom. It still has a SIM tray slot, so that's really nice. The USA version can hold 1 SIM card and 2 eSIMs, but the international version has a SIM card slot in the back too, so it can have 2 physical SIM cards plus 2 eSIMs. That's a crazy amount of SIMs. I don't know why you would need that much, but that's pretty cool. All the newer iPhones are eSIM only, so they do not have the physical SIM slot anymore. However, they still have the little plastic square where the SIM would go on the side of the phone, which doesn't make any sense. So they're still using up that space in the phone, and the international models still have SIM card trays too. I don't know why they just don't have the worldwide model and the USA model all have SIM card trays in case you still need to use a SIM. If you test phones like I do, it's easier just to install a SIM card into the tray instead of having to move an eSIM from phone to phone. The Galaxy S25 is for sale for $799 for the 128, and it's really nice that the 256 gig, to get double the storage, you only pay $60 more. If you were to get the iPhone 16 base model with the 6.1-inch display, it starts at $799 for the 128 gig version, and then to double the storage, you have to pay another $100, so it's $900 for a 256. If we're comparing the Samsung Galaxy S25 to the S24, it's not worth the upgrade for however much you decide to pay to trade in your old phone for this. They're pretty much identical phones. They have the same screen, same Victus 2 glass, same water resistance, same aluminum Armor 2 frame, same cameras, same storage, same battery, same charging. The only difference is that the S24 has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and the S25 has the Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is the second most powerful processor in the world right now. This is the first time a Snapdragon chip has been more powerful than an Apple chip. Apple chips have always consistently led the market as most powerful chips. Their chips have always been absurdly overpowered. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff, like you can do 3D CAD designs on the Apple chip, which doesn't make any sense because this phone screen is too small to like accurately 3D design on anyways, but you could do it if you wanted to. So The fact that the Snapdragon 8 Elite is 5 points a higher rating than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is not worth the couple $100 upgrade, however much you're going to pay to bump up from the S24 to the S25. You could save a lot of money. If you're coming from an old model, you could save a lot of money by upgrading to the S24 instead of upgrading to the S25 because everything else is pretty much the same besides that processor. It's a nice processor. With the S24, you're still getting 7 years of Android upgrades and then 9 years, I believe, of security updates. So this phone will stay updated until 2033, which is like, that's crazy. That's a lot of updates. Anyways, that is all I have to say for now for the Samsung Galaxy S25. It is a very nice phone, but it's also a very expensive phone, so save your money to spend on something else, like gasoline, which is too expensive right now.